about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy For Now. It is time for a themed vlog. I had been wanting to do this one for a while. I was going to do it before Neon Gods came out. It just didn't work out on timing. But here we are. I'm doing it. I'm going to read a bunch of Hades and Persephone retellings. So I have 4 lined up. I may burn out after 3 though. We're going to be honest here. I'm filming this after I'm done. And I did burn out after 3. But the 4 I plan to read I still wanted to share. Because I think they're worthy of your attention. I currently have a dog between my legs, so this is very fun. I'm just waiting for a clip of me like falling because I tripped over him. But anyways, so we have A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. We have Hot as Hades by Alicia Rye. And we have Promises and Pomegranates by Sav R. Miller. Anyways, I am going to try and read these 4. Spoiler alert, I only read 3. I've got timestamps down below for you if you want to skip around. There will be spoiler markers in those timestamp chapter markers for you. But yeah, let's get right to it. This is going to be a journey. So I am already 40% through my first book, which was A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. I keep wanting to call her by every other name but her name. And I'm really enjoying this so far. I like the fact that this has like, like obviously Neon Gods is like one of my favorite Hades and Persephone books, as is Learn My Lesson, but they're very different than the other Hades and Persephone books out there. So I'm obviously in this vlog, I want to explore some other options. And I think the standout thing for me right now with A Touch of Darkness is it has like the touch her and you die vibes going on. It also has a Hades that is actually like old, and unlike Neon Gods isn't like a title that's inherited, which I find very enjoyable. Yeah, and I really like that they have like non-human presentations. I think that's really interesting. So far, I'm really liking it at 40%. I know it's a trilogy, so I know that I'm going to finish this and want to read the rest of it probably in pretty quick succession, which is fine. I mean, I've already gotten through 4.5 hours of it today, and I am exhausted. I don't know the last time I've been this tired, but I have a certain dog that is not very cooperative about sleep right now, so I've been sleeping on the couch a lot. I have been not getting a lot of sleep basically, so we'll see what we can manage tonight with him. Hopefully more sleep, but if not, I guess I'll get a lot of listening time in because I'm enjoying this. I think the audio narration is pretty damn good for an indie also, which can be hit and miss, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I am excited to see, oh I got peas here. I'm excited to see how this all plays out. But you know, Hades is basically one of my favorite archetypes of a character, right? He's always grumpy, he is always protective, and he's kind of an asshole, and I live for it. I live for it. It's one of my faves. So I will update y'all in the morning when I have more thoughts / am further along in this one. Okay, hi, hello. I'm back and I am done with, not done. Done? No, I'm 70% through A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair now. And I feel like I have an opinion. And that is that if I had never read Neon Gods, or I had read this first, I would love this series. I love her Hades. I really like the world she has set up. But I am bored. And I prefer a Persephone who is a little more sure of herself, a little more confident, which I think we saw in Neon Gods a lot, and that was part of the appeal to me. So yeah, I've got just over an hour and some change on audio left. I'm listening to it at 2.5 speed, not quite 3. So it is taking me a little longer to finish, but I'm not mad. I may continue the series. Right now we are truly looking at a 3-star read. It is exactly that. It is just okay. Do I see the appeal and do I understand why it was so popular? Yes. Don't think it's that smutty or spicy. Like, there's some good sex in this book, do not get me wrong, but it is not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not up here with Neon Gods. It's like in the middle, which I don't dislike. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just think it's a really interesting thing to contrast to. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I of course love Hades. I always love Hades though. Like, that is never not a thing in my life. Your girl's got problems. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so that's really fun. And yeah, I'll finish that up really soon and I will let you know my full thoughts when I finish. And I'll have thoughts on some more of these. I'm very excited. Hi. Did I finish? Did I finish A Touch of Darkness? Yes, I did. I will continue the series. I'm gonna wait a little bit until the last audiobook for the trilogy drops, so that way I can listen to the next two, and then I will probably try a Hades perspective ones. It's not a bad 3-star. I just think the execution on this, it's the pet peeve I have, that everything doesn't need to be a trilogy, everything doesn't need to be a series, like it doesn't need to be a duet. I just, like, it was not bad by any means. It was not bad. But it wasn't as amazing as I was hoping for. This is definitely not my favorite archetype of Persephone. I feel like we see a lot of flex in her character in all books around the fact of like her being more or less flighty, I guess. Just not as sure of herself. And I really enjoy a more strong-willed heroine, because though Persephone in Neon Gods is definitely like unsure of herself, she's also like very sure of the choice that like she will not marry that man because she knows it's a bad idea. And this Persephone was very much just like, oh no, I'm making mistakes, what do I do? And oh no, Adonis is bad news, why? And then like shit, it's just, I don't know, didn't love it. In some ways also, I want to say this has weird like parallels to like Lore Olympus somewhat. I feel like not completely, I don't know, just something about this like tingled my Lore Olympus brain. Not in a bad way, not in like a, I feel like this like kind of way, just in a weird way. So yeah, 3 stars. I'm curious enough to continue, but I definitely don't think this is like one that's going in my favorite Hades and Persephone retelling list. On to the next one. I don't know what that will be, so I will update you when I get there. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go figure that out. Okay, hi. So I am exactly like halfway through Hot as Hades by Alicia Rai. I'm really enjoying it. It's a very good little short Hades and Persephone novella, and my cat pees behind the window blind. Oh, there she comes. Anyways, I'm really liking it, and I definitely plan to lay down tonight and finish it. So that'll be 2 done. No, yeah, 2 done, 2 more to go. So we will be wrapping this up very quickly here. But yeah, this one has been great. It's very snappy to the plot. I really enjoy the fact that we have like a Zeus in this one that's not a total asshole. And is like trying to help Persephone, and that was kind of fun because I often feel like Zeus is always, I mean, because Zeus is, but it's beyond the point. Yeah, so I enjoyed that a lot, and I am just excited to lay down and read the rest of this book. I'm very tired. I was up way too early this morning, and I'm ready for bed. So I'm gonna lay down, read as much as I can, and I will be back in the morning to tell you what I thought of it, and we'll go from there. Hello. So I finished Hot as Hades early this morning when I woke up. 4 stars. Great little novella. Really loved it. Highly recommend this one. Definitely worth your time, worth a read. Really enjoyed this. This follows Persephone, who is brown. She's, I would assume, supposed to be Southeast Asian. And it was just really cute, and I loved the way it resolved. It was really nicely steamy, so I also liked that part about it. And yeah, I really liked this one. I am very happy I finally read it. And I started the prequel / finished the prequel for Sav R. Miller's book, which the prequel is called Sweet as Sin. And holy shit, I'm excited. This is going to be a very dark, loosely based Persephone and Hades retelling. This is not like a full-blown retelling situation. This prequel is dark as fuck. If you check out the book on KU, you can get a link to get it for free. I'll see if she has it linked anywhere else, and I will put it in the description for you. I would read the prequel before you dive into the book probably, because whew, it is a lot. A whole fucking lot. But I liked it a lot. Like, it hit my ids, like, for dark romance. Just very fucked up, straight out. And this is definitely like the loosest retelling so far that I'm reading, I think. He's nicknamed Hades. He's like the killer for her dad's, the dad who is like the Don of the family. And her name, Elena, is arranged to be married to this really shitty guy who is not nice to her or good to her in any way. Peas is, oh my god, okay. Who's not nice to her in any way. And we see that in the little prequel that's like a 30-minute read, if that. So check that out first if you're not sure if you want to read a dark romance like this. But I will let you know full content warnings once I'm done with the book. I'm very excited to dive in though. So I will be back in a little bit when I finish that, and then I'll have one more to go. So I'm very excited. So I basically have spent all morning just like listening to Promises and Pomegranates and like screaming. This is a dark ass romance, okay? So I'm gonna give like full content warnings when I'm done with this book, because I was looking at some of the reviews on Goodreads, like people did not realize what they were getting into, and I feel bad. I'm liking it a lot. I kind of can't stop. I'm probably gonna take a shower in a minute and eat lunch, but like I literally cannot stop reading it. I'm very engaged. This is definitely the loosest of the Hades and Persephone retellings situation. It's really more just kind of, he's a very bad man and she's protected by her family. But holy crapola, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and blow through this probably pretty quickly this afternoon, and then I will finish Drag Me Up by RM Virtues, and that'll be it for this vlog, and I'll like do my face and outro it and shit. But I don't want to stop. Don't want to stop. That's just the truth of it. I just like, that's all I want to do. I want to like sit on the couch or lay on the bed and read this book until I'm done with it. I need to know where it's going. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if it intrigues you, give it a go and read the prequel novella thing, because that'll definitely tell you if you'll like it or not. But it's a lot. It's real good. It's real good smut, real good sex scenes. I'm loving it. But again, real fucked up. Real fucked up. So there's that. Just a little behind the scenes of where Angus has went to sleep. So now I gotta figure out how to set up my tripod so I'm not standing over him. I just finished Promises and Pomegranates by Sabar Miller. I know I gave some updates. Holy shit. So first of all, I want to give some content warnings now before I wrap up my thoughts. There is gore, murder, blood play, kidnapping, some consent, non-consent happening, body modification. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Cancer is talked about in this book, death of a parent, traumatic childhood, all the things. All the things. This is a dark romance for my friends who want that dark romance. You know what I'm talking about. You know who you are. This is definitely up on the list of some of the darker books I've read, but I loved this book so much, y'all. I gave it 4 stars. Solid 4-star read. Cannot wait to read the next book in the series. It's just going to be a companion novel. We have Callum, who is a very dark hero. This is also age gap. He's like 20 years older than her. And we have some reveals around him and his background that are a lot. And I can definitely see why I can see why the reviews were very polarizing when I read them, but I feel like this is the loosest of the retellings. He calls her his Persephone, and her mom refers to him as Hades, so, you know, it's not really a retelling. It's just like kind of the archetype of those characters a little bit implanted onto the other characters. Our female main character, Elena, is the mafia princess, and she's being married off to this terrible man, and he is not great to her. And Callum helps her out, takes care of him. And then she's forced to get married to Callum. And it's a lot. I honestly, like, I don't want to tell you too much, but I literally like was texting Tamiko while I was reading this book, and I was like, you've got to read this one. I was like, I know you don't love Greek stuff, but like you will like this book. This book is fucked up in all the ways that she enjoys. So I was like, I think you're gonna really enjoy this, because I really enjoyed this. So highly recommend to all my friends who really like that kind of stuff. I think my biggest takeaway after reading 3 books is that I was ambitious to go into this thinking I could read 4, first of all, and the 4th book was going to be Drag Me Up by R.M. Virtues, which I'm still going to read at some point, but I realized that if I picked it up now, I would probably rate it pretty low because I'm burnt out on the trope right now. It is one of my favorites, but I still burn out on it. I can burn out on Beauty and the Beast, all of them. And I think that this one was really interesting because I do think Neon Gods in some ways has spoiled me in the worst way for all of these retellings, because Neon Gods was so good for me that I don't know how it can be topped necessarily, so I need it to be different, which I did feel like Hades and Promises and Pomegranates was very different, whereas A Touch of Darkness, though it did come out before Neon Gods, has very similar vibes to Neon Gods, so I didn't love it as much. But I still do plan to continue that series. When that 3rd audiobook drops, I will probably marathon the rest of that series to get through it. So yeah, I want to know if you made it this far in the video, what your favorite Hades and Persephone retelling is. And if you don't want to do that, you can leave me an emoji that is a fire emoji, because Hades, hell, you know, the bad place. Not really. I mean, it's just the underworld. Like, it's not necessarily good or bad. But yeah, I really had fun with this, and I am just so excited I did it. But yeah, let me know your favorite. Drop a fire emoji. You find links to all the books down there in that description box, as well as links to be my friend anywhere on the internet. And if you want early access to videos, I have a Patreon now and a YouTube membership that gets you access to both those things. I will see y'all in just a few days. Bye.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited for.